I have decided to make this movie to personally thank everyone in the YouTube audience for tuning in to me. I started this as an experiment just to see how it would do. And I would like to thank everyone out there, friends and critics alike. To my friends, I am glad I give you inspiration and something to say right on, man. And to my critics, I want to make a strong suggestion to you. You criticize me because of my size, glasses I wear, hair bushed or no hair, that I'm my house, and even sometimes my messages. Well, I got a message for you. This is aimed at you. I want to see if you have the same guts to put your face on the web, your name, your face, your beliefs. Look eyeball to eyeball to America and say, this is how I believe. Whether you love me, whether you hate me, whether you think the worst of me or the best of me, this is what I'm all about. I don't give a damn if the world loves me or hates me. But at least one thing about me, I have the guts. I've been attacked by servicemen, or supposed servicemen, supposed intelligent people, make fun of me all the time. Well, this is a direct challenge to you. If you don't like what I say, I welcome any video response on YouTube against me. My sites have always been wide open. I leave the door open for video responses as well as text responses. You can write down whatever you want to say to me. It's open. I leave it for the world to see. Some may agree, some may not. But if anybody ever wants to put a video response, go ahead, do it. I welcome you. Show me once and for all that you have the same amount of guts and brains as I do, to be able to look America in the eyes and the world and tell it how you feel. Whether you love me or hate me, it doesn't matter. I do get your attention, and I do command a bit of respect, because not everybody will do this. Most of the time I will send replies back. Most of the time I do send replies back. Everything from thank you to why I do what I do. I've even had a critic here recently got angry at my stance on anti-immigration. My anti-immigration was not against people coming to this country legally but illegally. I make a stand against illegals because to me that is invasion. And worse, I hate anybody who criticizes me for it because there's no need to. If you feel so strongly to bring people over to this country, there's 100 legal ways to bring them in. And I always suggest to people to go to the Immigration and Naturalization site. It's a government website. You can download as all the forms. It only costs you to send them back. If you want to sponsor a Mexican family, a Canadian family, an African family, a European family, anybody you want, you can do it. But before you ridicule me for hating illegals, let me make something perfectly clear. If you feel life is rough, it's like that woman who got deported today, then why don't somebody just sponsor her to come into this country? Once she's sponsored, she goes to the channel, she can live here legally. If she had thought of that before, none of this would have happened. But nobody thinks. She got what she deserved. She was an illegal. She got deported. The reason, and I even tell people all my life what I have felt, and I put reasons behind what I do. But like I tell everybody, if you don't like the way I look, I don't care. I like the way I look. I don't care being big. It's not every day you meet up with a 6'4", 300-pound man who's all man. And if you want to call me fat, hey, I'm big. I'm the biggest man out here. And I'm big enough to be seen all over the world. And I like to thank the people from YouTube for making this a reality, where people like me and people like you can share our beliefs, our loves, and our hates to a worldwide audience. This is what being in America is all about. If you don't use your freedoms, you'll lose your freedoms. And even if I am my greatest adversary of all, law enforcement, the abuse of law enforcement. When I see people like Sheriff Joe, it makes me sick, because they try to degrade people. Well, you get a lot of people applauding Sheriff Joe for going out here and saying, yeah, in order to straighten these people out, we got to humiliate them worse. We've been humiliating people for years. The only warning I've ever give for Sheriff Joe, and this is right out there to you Joe supporters, is that one day he might piss off the wrong person. May not be me. Could be anybody. It could even be you, one of his so-called supporters, that maybe one of these days Sheriff Joe will throw you in the clinker and treat you with wearing pink underwear and pink tutus and going out on the wearing whatever he thought would humiliate you. He might humiliate your daughter. He might humiliate your mother. He might humiliate you yourself. And one day somebody's going to get a little pissed off about that and may cause him great harm. I don't wish that on nobody, but my word of warning to that guy, he's a politician. Watch his backside. He's the only sheriff I know that has to have a bodyguard entourage. But one day, you never know. But to all you supporters of Sheriff Joe, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I don't like him. End of story. And as I conclude on this, again, I want to thank all the YouTube audience. I want to thank everybody who not only creates YouTube, but I want to thank everybody out there for letting me say what I want to say. And to all you who give me great compliments and give me great ideas for future stories, I want to thank you too. You have a good one. And I will be back on the air soon. Bye.